Oh, you know it's that time again. The boys from Overdrive TV are here like troopers. They are pulling themselves through. Gav, are you hanging in there, bro?
Yeah, I am. I've been traveling far too much.
This is a broken man right here.
Yeah, we appreciate it, dude. You and Bob make quite a pair this morning. You even match, bro.
I know, look
your
at
comforter, your little comforter beanie matches his comforter tube.
You just
there.
hang in there, Bob.
Oh, shame, guys. So, you guys have brought me a little present this morning, huh?
Yes,
Something nice and pretty. Okay, we're going to get into these beautiful hats in a moment. Let's talk Aston, shall we?
Absolutely. So, every time I come on Expresso, it feels like I have to show you a car that you can't buy, and I apologize for that. But this is part of the new trend of car makers giving us presents on their birthday. So last week, or 2 weeks ago rather, we covered the Lamborghini Egoista. Remember that jet fighter single-seater car? And this is the Aston Martin Speedster.
Yeah, that Lamborghini showed the extent of their midlife crisis. But yeah, this is to celebrate the centenary for Aston Martin. And as you get older, obviously, you tend to lose more things. So they've lost most of the doors, the whole roof, and the windscreen.
It looks practical.
There's not much left on that.
At least it's got 2 seats, which the Lamborghini didn't have. Yeah.
I really, really like that. I mean, pass me my leather hat and my goggles and let's go to the airfield. That's what that says to me.
Absolutely. I mean, Ciro and I talk about this often, that you don't really get many pretty cars anymore. They're always very aggressive in that, but this is properly pretty. I would drive this to one of those classic car get-togethers where there's men standing around with pipes talking about how nothing good was made after 1963 and tell them, look at that.
How do you think the guys from Aston would feel about you calling their car pretty?
I think they'd be
I
pretty...
think they'd say success. Well, in a German accent, those are all German.
Yeah, but what makes it... Okay, it looks clearly like out of an anime comic, but what makes it so special? Where does this pick up where Aston's have
Okay, so underneath that bonnet is a 6-litre V12, so that thing's going to be incredibly fast. I mean, it's basically like, like Gav said, like strapping an outboard motor to a bathtub.
Yeah.
And I think the rear of that car for me shows a future design direction for Aston. So it's not a completely pointless sort of exercise. And I just hope that they'll sell it to a couple of people who'll drive it around.
Yeah.
And actually
I mean, this is basically a billboard for the company, but as I pointed out to Ciro, that when you have a billboard, you generally make more than 1 or 2. So people do tend to see it. But, this is just a complete advert for the company, and it's launched just in time for Le Mans, which is next month. And this is to celebrate, obviously, the Le Mans heritage and 100 years of Aston. So.
Yep, there it is. There's the
awesome.
old one.
Oh, there we go. Okay, there you can see the synchronicity. There we go. That's beautiful, eh?
Absolutely.
Nice.
So, now, we did bring you, Graham, a car that you can and probably will actually buy. Well, not you, but many South Africans. And this is
what about that picture says I won't buy?
I don't know.
I wear boots and stuff, man.
I kind of see this as one for the yummy mummy brigade. So unless that's what you do in your off time, but this is the car that I think really started off the sports UV segment, and it's just released its difficult 3rd album. That is the new BMW X5. Those pictures were released yesterday.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
Now, you preferred the looks of the very first X5. I must say I preferred the 2nd generation, and this one they've kind of continued the design theme of just getting angrier and angrier.
Yes, look at that grille. It's like a rapper's teeth grille.
Yeah, exactly.
That's for Joburg roads.
Shiny one.
That's for Joburg roads. Really. That's a taxi.
Get out of my way.
Yeah, you don't even have to flash your lights anymore in Joburg with grills like that. People will just move out of the way. Yeah, it's an incredible car, and they are going to sell a lot of those.
Quite interestingly,
at what price?
We don't have any prices. I actually got hold of BMW yesterday. I said, when is this thing coming to South Africa? And they said the 1st quarter of 2014. I don't know why they like quarters so much.
Why don't they just say it'll be here on March the 15th?
Yes, at half past 2.
In the afternoon sometime.
Early next year.
And interestingly about that particular BM, it'll be the X5. All of them up until now have been 4-wheel drive. This will be the first. Will be available with only rear-wheel drive.
Well,
and
you'll get a 4-wheel, but you'll also get a rear wheel as well. Yeah.
And it's a 4-cylinder diesel, which is interesting.
Yeah, so if you're into efficiency, this is the lightest, most efficient X5 yet.
Kind of a sign of the times, really.
Yeah,
eh? Engineered for what we need.
I like that interior as well, very pretty. Alrighty, so now a few weeks ago, you'll remember, Graham, Gavin and I attended the launch of the Nissan GTR at Kyalami, the track pack.
Yes.
Now that was exciting, but not as exciting as giving away the GTR cap on Expresso.
Yeah, we asked you, the Expresso viewers, to send us a tweet as to why you absolutely had to have a Nissan GTR cap, and we got loads of a great response.
Yeah.
And the winner then was
Davida Domingo from PE, who said to us that she would let Dylan, her fiance, wear the cap in some wedding photos.
Absolutely. And
just any wedding
send it.
photos. There we
Send
go.
it.
Their own wedding photos.
That is pretty much the most romantic thing I've ever seen. So Ciro,
Dylan, she's a keeper.
Dylan, you've done very well. Yeah. So and Ciro and I attended the launch of the new Ford Fiesta ST on Monday. And it seems every time we go on a launch and they take us to a racetrack, they give us a free hat. It's one of those things. So if you go on a track, you get a hat. And we look absolutely awful in hats, as you can see by how I look this morning.
I'm going to demonstrate how bad I look in a hat.
But now you've just made that hat twice as valuable as this one.
Why?
Because you've touched
my head.
Yeah, exactly.
That's just lost
Gavin,
value.
we need to put that on
looks
Bob's
worse
head.
in a hat. So we have not one, not three, but two caps to give away.
It's a lucky number.
And let's do the same thing. Just tweeted Gavin and I at Overdrive TV, and the best reason for why we should courier you these caps, we'll send them over to you.
Absolutely. And don't say you're getting married. That's been done. So
Yes, that's been done.
Done.
It needs to be a lot better than
Awesome
that.
awesome stuff, guys. We can, of course, continue the conversation on Twitter at Overdrive TV.
Absolutely.
What's in store for the rest of the week? What hot rides are you
Well,
driving
we
around?
actually,
We've got a couple,
I'm
yeah.
driving the Honda CRZ Hybrid at the moment, which is, I only picked it up yesterday, but it is a fantastically, futuristically strange, cool
Do
car.
you remember that movie Demolition Man with Wesley Snipes?
100%.
The Honda CRZ looks like it came from that movie, and it's that was the future, but it was in the past, and now the CRZ's here. It's very confusing.
Very cool.
I hope it fills you with the spirit of Demolition Man today.
It
Whatever
definitely
gets you
time
through the
traveled.
day, my bro.
Thanks so
you
much.
can go do a little bit of counselling with Bob. Gentlemen, thank you so much.
Cheers.
Great to have you
Thank
back out of the basement for a change.
Yeah, it's good to be
Bring
back up
another
here amongst
Ferrari.
civilization.
All right, we are going to take a very quick break. Then the madness and mayhem continues here on Expresso. It's shaping up to be a beautiful Friday morning. Stick around.
With a range of quality products guaranteed nationally, you will always find there's so much more to Midas.